Hi everyone. In this video, I want to talk about your term paper. So as you know, um, on December 3rd, I believe, you have a deadline where you should submit your term paper. So basically, the topic is up to you. As long as your topic is a macroeconomic topic, you are good to go. Remember that in macroeconomics, we talk about a country's economy and nation's economy. So any topic that is related to a country's economy is a macroeconomic economic topic, okay? So do not pick, for instance, Amazon when you are writing your paper, because that would be related to micro because you're talking about one specific firm. So you can look at the textbook starting from chapter 6. All those topics that we're going to discuss basically are macroeconomic topics. So you can look at the textbook to get kind of ideas, watch news, ask me if you have any question. If your topic is micro, we can probably make it macro together. But honestly, macroeconomic topics are the topics that you are really familiar with because they're on the news all the time. We hear about, let's say, inflation rate, interest rate, Federal Reserve. So these are all macroeconomic topics, okay? So when you pick your topics, that's your first step. And I always tell my students that try to pick a topic that you like, okay? That you can find materials, okay, because you are going to do research. You're not going to write your paper based on your opinion. You're going to do a little research when you're writing your paper. So it should not be your opinion. It should not be an opinion-based paper at all. So you're going to do some research. So pick a topic that you can basically find materials, okay? On the internet, we have a great library. We have tons of economic journals in our library, so try to take the advantage of that. When you pick your topic, then you can start writing about it. And again, if you have any question about your topic, please let me know. So when you are good with your topic, when you like your topic and you are sure that you can find stuff about it to write about it, then start writing it. The format of the paper should be MLA. So first you should have your information at the top, my name, course number, section number. Then you need to have a little bit of an introduction. In the introduction, you are going to basically discuss your research question. What are you looking for? What are you going to basically discuss in your paper? It can be a macroeconomic problem that you are trying to basically discuss and possibly come up with a solution for it. Let's say the inflation rate is going up right now because of the pandemic. So you want to discuss that, and then you want to come up with a solution for that. So that's one way of writing it. Or it is not necessarily the macroeconomic problem that you are going to discuss, but it's a macroeconomic topic that you like, and necessarily you're not going to provide any solution for it, but you just like to discuss it. For instance, you want to talk about economic growth rate across countries and basically discuss that how it's different in advanced economies versus developing economies. Okay, so that's one way of looking at it. Of course, you can always provide, even for this example, a specific example, you can provide problem, but your argument is basically to discuss how they are different, why they are different. Okay, so in the introduction, as I was saying, raise your research question, briefly explain what you are looking to discuss in the paper. Then the next part of your paper is basically the main part of your topic, the main part of your paper and the biggest part of your paper, where you are going to argue your problem or your topic. When you're writing it, again, try to use your resources, try to provide data, some statistics, because as you probably know, we use math in economics, in both microeconomics and macroeconomics. We use graphs and charts. We like actually to prove our argument by backing it up with some data and statistics. So if that's related, that which is for most of macroeconomic topics, I could tell that you can actually find data and some statistics. So if that is the case also for you, try to provide data, argument charts. You are not going to come up with your own data, with your own charts. When you read different papers, different journals and articles, you can get the information there, the statistics there, and then put it in your paper. Okay, sorry about that. That was my phone. So that part is very, very important. Use economic language. This is an economic class, so you need to use economic language, economic vocabulary throughout your paper. So that is the biggest part of your paper. And then at the end, you're going to have conclusion. Basically, you're going to tell me the answer to the research question you raised at the introduction, right? And have some sort of conclusion, wrap up everything in the conclusion. It shouldn't be really that long. And then when you are done writing your conclusion, you are going to cite all your resources for me, okay? And if you look at the syllabus, I've mentioned that you should have at least 5 sources and they should be scientific. What do I mean by scientific? So again, I really like you guys to use the resources we have in the library. I want you to use economic articles. You can use news, okay? But for instance, YouTube is not an economic or scientific source. Investopedia is not really, I do not really like Investopedia for your sources, because anybody basically can add information there that might not be really an economist. Okay, so try to use at least 5 scientific sources at the end, and then you are done. Honestly, you can't get full credit for the term paper if you put some work into it. I can tell by now if you wrote the paper the night before the deadline, or you put some, effort, you spend some time researching about your topic, okay? So try to spend some time. I know this is a short semester. We don't have that much time, but we still have 8 weeks. So try to start today thinking about your topic and start writing about it. Every time that every day that you have a little bit of time, just do some research, write it down, okay? Have some notes. At the end, you can put them together, then you have a fabulous paper at the end, okay? If you want, you can reach out to the writing center. When you are done, of course, writing your paper, just ask somebody to edit it for you if you want. We have great people at our writing center. They're all the time reaching out to us and asking us that, is there anything we can do for your students? So take the advantage of that, okay? Try to have a neat paper. What else? If you're not familiar with MLA, Google it, okay? But I kind of told you how it works, okay? So let me know if you have any questions. Think about your topic today, and I'm pretty sure that you'll be fine writing the paper. I always tell my students this is the part that I really, really enjoy, because I learn a lot from you guys, believe it or not, because you sometimes come up with topics that I've never heard about it, or I studied it like many years ago. I read about it like a long time ago. So it's always interesting. And this is one way for me to kind of know you and know basically how you think, what is the process that basically you have the process of you thinking about a topic, writing it down, the language that you are using. So these are the things that I'm looking forward to when I read your papers, okay? So I'm pretty sure you will do great. It's really, as I said, easy. To get full credit for your paper, honestly, just follow all the stuff that I mentioned, read syllabus to get more information, okay? Till next time, good luck.